Hi, it's Mark. There we go. I had to tip up the laptop screen to catch me. Hope you're having a great day, wherever you are or whenever you're watching this. It's marvelous, isn't it? With new technology and Zoom and people sending you links to things that have been recorded or events that have happened. You can watch them at your leisure. I had an interesting email from someone today who responded to an invitation to a Zoom meeting on Sunday, my Sunday Zoom at noon with Mark that I've started. This upcoming week is week 2, and we'll see if we have more than 2, because last week it was just 2. Lana and I had a great conversation. I'm hopeful that this week we'll have a larger group. I've invited the same people on my list, but I've given them more warning. I invited them Wednesday for something on Sunday. But there's one particular response from a chap, I'll just name him as Peter, because his name is Peter. His reason for not coming is not that he doesn't want to come or participate, but he wants to watch the NFL game because he's an NFL fan. He'll be watching football on Sunday. And my response was, thanks, sorry you can't make it. But it seems to me those football games and the highlights and the scores will be repeated and repeated and repeated. And the difference will be that our gathering will be just a gathering of somewhere between 2 and 70 people, because that's how many are on my mailing list. So I don't know. I'd be happy to have 5 or 10 or 15. I don't know. And I think experience and time will tell how many people are available to meet with me for an hour or so on Zoom at noon on a Sunday. I'm hopeful that a discussion group will evolve, that interesting people, well, I think they're all interesting. They're all interesting to me. I'm the hub of the wheel, and we'll see how many spokes are on that wheel in time. I'm not going to just try it for a week or 2 or 3 and either champion it as wonderful or write it off as a waste of time. I think that's way too short a time to get a sense of anything. But I know the people on my mailing list, they're people that I find interesting, and I think we'll get some of them drifting in and out from time to time. Whether or not they'll be regulars remains to be seen. But back to my point. Some things you can watch anytime. It's like tuning into Netflix or Prime or some other streaming service to watch the TV show you want or the movie you want whenever you want, or watch it all over again whenever you want. And if you happen to like this video, you can watch it over and over again, or you can forward it to someone. And that's the beauty of our tools today, and the beautiful aspects, I think, of video recording things when we have a message to pass on to many people and we want to do it as close to face as we can get, or we want to preserve our thoughts, not just on the page, writing down what we're thinking, but to think out loud, to talk out loud, to present to an audience of 1 or more. And sometimes that's enough, isn't it? It's like looking in the mirror. I don't really need to save this recording and post it anywhere. It could just be me talking to the screen or doing this as a rehearsal for something I would do. And again, that's a wonderful tool. And I've been told since I started doing this, using Zoom as my recording tool, that there are all kinds of platforms out there to do the recording for you, to add on. And some of these are free services, but most of them are high quality services with extra bells and whistles and features that you can use. And probably the most obvious one I could use is a better camera. Because I've been recorded on video with high quality video cameras and high quality lighting by professionals, and I appreciate the quality of that photography. This photography is the camera on my Dell laptop computer. So whoever made that camera or invented that camera, that's what we have. I probably have a better camera on my cell phone. And that's something I might experiment with as well, to record on the phone. But then I think you don't get the wide screen. You don't get the opportunity to be bigger with gestures. And you just got this narrow frame off the camera, or at least that's the example I've seen from people who recorded off the camera, off their iPhone, recorded on the camera on their iPhone and later posted it somewhere. So for today, my thoughts are simply one of, I'm enjoying using this vehicle to convey a message. And I think if I have a message for anyone else, is you can do it too. It's remarkably simple. And though I may be more savvy technologically than a lot of my peers in my business, other people my age who use a computer as an email killer and don't have any skills beyond that, I think it's just a marvelous add-on to the things we do. And I'm using it now both in terms of some business promotion for some of the talks I'm doing. I'm using some to augment writing I'm doing that I'm posting on my own website and that I'm posting on Medium. I've recently become a writer on medium.com. For those of you who don't know about that, it's an invention by Ev Williams, who created the company, and he was one of the founders of Twitter. And for all the tweeting and twittering that goes on, it's a very short form of communication. And he believed that there were writers out there that would like to write into a longer form and have a platform on which to do it. So I'm on medium.com. I subscribe. I pay my $5 a month like everybody else who's on there. But you can watch for free, or watch for free. You can read for free, and sometimes articles there will have some video embedded. And I've been doing some of that. It has its place, just as a photography has its place, or other images have their place in a piece of writing, not as an illustration that was specifically done for that particular piece of writing that you might find in a published book, but more a matter of you're writing lots of words, there's punctuation. But if I'm writing about something that took place in Maui, my favorite place, I can plunk in a photograph of a scene from Maui. If I'm writing about a trip through the mountains, I can put in photographs, whether they're ones I took myself or ones I find online, to enhance the image. So somebody's reading about something and they've got a photograph that sets the scene for the kind of place that story took place. So we're all getting smarter, I think, about how we produce content for writing and for audio visual communication, and what we're reading, what we're consuming. So Peter won't be joining us this Sunday for a chat at noon. He will be watching some NFL football, and I wish him well, and I hope his teams are successful. I'm going to host a meeting on Sunday at noon. That's Alberta time, Calgary time. And if anyone wants to reach out to me to be put on the invite list, well, that would be great. I'd be happy to grow our little community. I hope you have a great day. And whether you're watching this today or at some point in the future, it's Mark Kolke signing off now, wrapping up as I need to do and move on with my day. And I hope this has added some value to your life. Thanks very much. Bye for now.